Very good evening, my dear students. Today we are discussing from the last topic where we were talking about the second unit, exchange rate theories. Yesterday we have come up with the first point, that is purchasing power parity and the problems related to that. And today we have a second type of exchange rate theories, that is called as interest rate parity. So I have given the formula over here. You can see that forward rate equals spot rate into 1 plus IH divided by 1 plus IF. So what exactly does this means to say? IH means to say that interest rate in home country. H stands for home country, whereas IF stands for interest rate in host country. F stands for host country, I stands for interest rate. Okay, let us move forward by not wasting much of your time. Let us come up with some of the problems. The first problem is something like this. If the current exchange rate between US dollar and French franc is FFR 5.0150 per US dollar and interest rate for period 1 is 7% for US dollar and 8.5% per French franc, determine the expected exchange rate for 1 year. So we have to determine the exchange rate after 1 year. So this is the question. Before solving this, first we have to understand the current exchange rate, right? So he has given the current exchange rate is nothing but the spot rate. So he says that US dollar and francs, the two currencies which we are talking here is US dollar and French franc. The name of the currency of French is called as franc. He says that FFR is nothing but French franc, the name of the currency of France. FFR 5.0150 per US dollar means to say that in order to purchase 1 US dollar, a France citizen should pay 5.0150 per dollar, right? So hence French is the current country. It is a home country, right? The spot rate is given in French franc, hence it is a home country, and US dollar is a host country, and the interest rate for period 1 for 1 year he has given 7% for US dollar, which means to say that host country is going to pay 7% rate of interest on investment, whereas 8.5% in French, in the currency French franc. So if you are investing your money in France, you are going to get 8.5% rate of interest. By using these information, we have to determine the expected exchange rate after 1 year, right? For 1 year. So here I have come out with the given things. Spot rate FFR 5.015 per dollar spot rate, it is in France, which is given over here. Similarly, IH is 8.5% in France interest rate, that is in a home country, and IF is IF, that is the host country interest rate, that is in US, that is 7%. The formula is here. I have taken it from this only, so the same formula we are going to use it here, and let us come up with the solution right now. Let us replace the values here. Spot rate is FFR 5.1050 5.0150, and interest rate in home country is 8.5%, so that is going to be 0.085, and whereas interest rate in host country, that is 7%, 0.07 right now. So we have to solve this. In order to solve this, we need a calci, right? The calculator is here. We shall solve this. 1 plus 0.085 is 1.085. 1 plus 0.07 is 1.07. Right now what we have to do is we have to divide these values. Okay, 1.085 divided by 1.07, the value is something like this, 1.014. The value is 1.014. so hence there was a bracket. What we have to do right now is insert an multiplication symbol. Now again you have to multiply these two values, so that is 5.0150 into 1.014. the answer is going to be 5.085. FFR 5.085. the answer is here 5.085. if you want you can take it further also. Per which currency? Per dollar, right? So the solution is done. This is very simple. We have finished with this. Okay, so right now what you have to do here is I have given similar questions, 2 to 3 similar questions over here, and I want you to solve this, right? Second question is here, right? Second question, if the dollar Indian spot rate is yen 110 per dollar, which means to say that yen is the home country, and hence it is the spot rate is given in yen currency per dollar. In order to purchase one single dollar, and Japanese citizen should pay 110. So interest rate in Tokyo means to say that it is a capital of Japan, hence interest rate in Japan is 3%, that is home country interest rate, and in New York it is going to be 4.5%. the information has been given over here and the formula is here. I want you only to solve it on your own, hence I am going to leave this here itself. I want you to solve in your notes before the classes starts. Similarly, we have got one more question. If the interest rate in India and USA is 9.06% and 6% respectively, 9.06 is the interest rate in India and 6% is the rate of interest in USA. If the spot rate, now we have to find out which is the home country, so we have to see which is the spot rate. The spot rate is given in which currency? The spot rate is rupees 43 per dollar, which means to say that in order to purchase one single dollar, an Indian citizen should pay 43.91. so the spot rate is 43.91, and the interest home country is India, and the rate of interest in India is 9.06%, and host country is US, that is New York, and he pays 6%. I have left the column blank here. I want you to solve this again, right? So let us come up with the next question. It is also almost similar. See, you have to check little bit. He has given a twist. He says that calculate 3 months forward rate. See, calculate 3 months. In the earlier problems, he used to give it as 1 year, right? Now we have to calculate it for 3 months. If the spot rate is 46 per US dollar, by looking at the spot rate, it is given in rupees, hence we can say that home country is India and host country is US dollar. How? In order to purchase $1, Indian citizen should pay 46. So India is a home country. Interest rate in India, that is home country, and US is a host country, 6% and 3%. So interest rate in India is 6%, home country. Interest rate in host country, that is US, is 3%. So we have to solve this, but a small twist is there. You have to observe this: 3 months. Earlier we used to do it for 1 year. So the rate of interest, whatever he is going to pay, is for 1 year. Now we have to take it only for 3 months, right? Understanding? So let us solve how. Let us see as how we can solve this. Okay. The formula is taken over here: forward rate and the spot rate. Spot rate is 46 rupees. Okay, and interest rate in India is 0.06, and whereas interest rate in US is, that is host country, 0.03%. Now this rate of interest is not for 1 year. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to come out with only 3 months rate of interest. So what you have to do is you have to come out with 3 months, right? So it is 3 months, and in a year we have 12 months, right? So first, as similarly for this also we have to do it in the same way, because the interest rate is paid for 3 months. I think you all people know the Bodmer's rule. Bodmer's rule is a very famous rule and it is applied throughout the world, right? So you might be ending up with confusion saying that you have to add this first, or you have to divide this first, or you have to multiply this with this. As per the Bodmer's rule, he says that first you divide this and afterwards you have to multiply this, and if there is something like addition or subtraction, that you have to do, right? So Bodmer's rule says about this. Now what you have to do is you have to come up with a solution for this. First you multiply this 0.06 into 3 divided by 12, that ends up with 0.015. so the value is 0.015. Similarly you have to do it for this host country also. 0.03 into 3 divided by 12, so it is 0.0075. 0.0075. You have to be very careful while doing this these kind of problems. You should be observing whether the interest, whether we are calculating it for 1 year or 3 months. Now 1 plus 0.015 is, if you add this, it is going to be 1.015. 1 plus 0.0075 is 1.0075. Now the problem is as usual, you have to calculate it. So first thing what you do is you have to divide this. 1.015 divided by 1.0075, it is going to be 1.007. the value is 1.007, right? 1.007. now what you have to do, you have to multiply it. This is very simple. 46 into 1.007, the answer is going to be 46.322. okay, it is 46.322. this is the answer. The answer is here. Please copy this, and similarly there are a few of the problems I have given it over here in this questions also. I want you to solve such kind of problems. I've got one more question like this. He says that calculate for 3 months. Again it is for 3 months, and the forward rate of US dollar per Denmark kroner. So which means to say that a currency, an US citizen should pay, how much he should pay for a Denmark kroner? That is the question. If the spot rate of Denmark kroner is 1.4829 per dollar, a Denmark citizen is paying 1.4892 per US dollar. In order to purchase 1 US dollar Denmark kroner, you have to pay this much. So US dollar 3 months is it is 3 months annualized interest rate is 4% at USA and 4.5% at Denmark. So spot rate is going to be, Denmark kroner is written like this, DKK. Denmark kroner is 1.4892 per dollar, right? Per dollar you have to pay 1.42. and the rate of interest what you have to pay in is 4.5% in Denmark, that is home country, and here you are going to get 4% in USA. So that is the rate of interest. By taking these informations, I want you to calculate the exchange rate for 3 months. Be very careful, it is for 3 months. So let us move further again. So similarly, we have got one more question. If the rate of interest in India and USA is 10% and 7% respectively, in India it is 10% and in US is 7%. The spot rate is 40 rupees per dollar, which means to say that the rupees is the home country. I mean to say that India is a home country and US is a host country, and you have to calculate this for 90 days. There comes a twist. So earlier he said 3 months, and right now he is telling it as 90 days. The problem is similar, but instead of doing it for 3/12, what we are going to do here is, it is going to be 90/365, right? So that is how you have to solve this. So let us come up with a solution. Let me try to answer this. So the interest rate here is, the spot rate in India is 40, and interest rate in home country is 0.10, and interest rate in US is 0.07. So now you have to be very careful. He says that it is for the rate of interest what is going to pay is for 90 days. Hence you have to come out with the similar thing. So that is 90 divided by 365, right? 365, right? So because we have got 365 days in a year, we are going to do it like this. Next step. So let us take the calci as per the Bartmore's rule, as explained earlier. So let us do something like this. 0.10 into 90 divided by 365 is going to be 0.024. 0.024. And similarly for the host country, 0.07 into 90 divided by 365 equals 0.017. 0.017. So now it is clear, right? Let us come up with the next step. So you have to add this 1 plus 0.024, that is going to be 1.024. 1 plus 0.017 is going to be 1.017. Next thing, so what you have to do, you have to divide this, right? So 1.024 divided by 1.017 equals 1.0069. 1.0069. The value is 1.0069. So in the next step, what you have to do, you have to multiply this. Okay, 40 into 1.0069 equals 40.276. 40.276. So this is the answer. So similarly, I've got a few more questions. I want you to solve this. I've given it over here. You can please check this, right, for this, and then solve, right? Thank you. Good night.